Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. Welcome to today's stream. So, we're gonna be continuing with some more Diablo. Sorry for the later start, but nonetheless, yeah, well, a few issues, but nonetheless, gonna be having a few hours of Diablo anyway here on the Thursday. Like, if I remember correctly, we are having one dungeon here still, around Kyovashat. And then probably some kind of progress, maybe. But yeah, well, that depends of course how long the dungeon is going to be in the first place. And there's been also a new patch, so kind of looking forward if maybe something has changed with the performance or whatever along those lines. So looking forward to that as well. Okay, so we are here. And I think I wanted to be for doing the dungeon here to the top side, the Forbidden City. I think it was our next part of business. Okay, need to let everything to properly load up. Oh right, that's the... yeah, that's the one who actually told that her husband is dead. And she wasn't a little happy about that, and well, yeah. Okay, what's going on here? Kind of a bit higher like usage of CPU and even RAM from Diablo than it used to be. Now, hoping they haven't messed something up in the latest patch. And so far it kind of seems like they did. Quickly check. Something here. Okay, it seems to be okay. I mean, like, what is Edge doing now? Taking 30% of my CPU. Like, seriously. Now, as far as for the patch notes, they didn't change too much for us. They were just going for all kinds of buffs into blood things and whatnot. Iron Maiden got buffed, but we don't really have that.
I'm low on essence.
Okay, it was easy. So we already started with that, so we just kind of finished. Plenty of diamonds, and just like straight at the start, having some free rares. Yeah, that really way too many rares are dropping, to be honest. And if I remember correctly, they boosted the base attack here. The bone splinters, I think they should be a bit better. So looking forward to test that out. In Triangione. Okay, but first let's gonna have a look what he actually got. Terrible kickers. Okay. So you do have plus 16, evade grants 30% movement speed for 1 second. Okay, that's fairly interesting, just kinda like quick run away. Seems like in case you get into trouble. Dodge chance, cold resistance is nice, 12 intelligence, but yeah, well, the movement speed increase for Havoc runners is much better. And Occult Scar. These are actually some interesting bonuses into the stats, but really better vulnerable damage and critic. I mean, like, that 7% increase on crit strike is absolutely brutal. Really enjoying that, and the lucky chance is also great. The execute not injured elites. So I'm gonna be staying with what we have. Funny tendrils. What? That was... I was expecting that would be some attacking me or whatnot. Just seems like a completely random treasure chest or, I don't know, poppable. Oh, trap from behind. No, with so many skeletons that I have, no problem. And by the way, also one of the interesting things is that you can currently target the skeletons, or rather target. Somewhat target them, but I think it's not... Kind of like the targeting them is kind of like half path and halfway the thing that they wanted to do, maybe. But the skeletons are gonna be targeting primarily the people that are cursed, or kind of enemies that are cursed, so therefore you're gonna be doing the bigger damage to them, which I'm thinking is more important, so that kind of like what they wanted to achieve, so that you are not gonna be wasting. You are not going to be there for wasting kind of like the bonuses that you get, because they only last several seconds.
This might very well be my last journal. The Knights Penitent have fallen. I hid and listened to the screams as they were torn and devoured by the creatures. I didn't want to end up like the others, and nothing but the blood splattered on the floor. The city walls that kept us safe have trapped us in with them. I pray the cathedral sends reinforcements soon, and will have mercy when they know of my cowardice.
No, I think that's gonna be us here.
I'm going to try to escape.
Will you? Bill hook, no, that's not gonna be really useful at all. But nonetheless, I mean, like, just the sheer amount of like rares that is dropping everywhere. It's absolutely insane. Otherwise, fairly basic monsters here so far. There's a hand. Looks like some kind of a huge hand here. Let's gonna maybe go through the perimeter here on the left. And of course, we're gonna be having boyos here from behind.
I'm low on essence.
Stop draining me.
I lack the required essence. I lack the required essence.
Okay, this is a bit of a nasty fight. Luckily we have a quite nice actually amount of bodies here around. That wasn't too bad, but nonetheless. Luckily we weren't locked in, because otherwise that would be quite a bit terrible. We don't be getting enough bodies extra for that, so yeah. That would really hurt. But it's kinda like unlocking the door here. Does that mean that we should have been going to the right? Oh, we're gonna be going back anyway here. Okay, probably should be checking out what he actually got there. Okay, so fiend weapon. Up to 1.5% or 1.8, 5 life on kill. It's not entirely too terrible. But better vulnerable, better crit. No, I'm still thinking that the mine is better. Still thinking that it is. And cycle scars. Okay, so that's a new ring. Okay, so what do we get? 7-9 resistances, 3 cold damage. You don't do cold damage, vulnerable damage, that's nice. And damage to crowd control enemies, not so much. The maximum minion life is nice, but the other one, what does it do? 7-8, 6 crit strike against, and better lucky chance. Yeah, I think that the ones I have are better, at least I understand that. Or I'll be thinking that they are. Attack speed, yes, no, that's basically what we want. Lucky hit chance would be nice, but attack speed is definitely my priority. Not interested in any of your traps, boys. Oh, it's not gonna be better than what we have, obviously, but we can at least check what it is. entirely that great. Really? Now we get blast wave.
I need more essence.
It's actually doing quite a lot of damage. Surprisingly high amount. There was something I think into the right to activate it. Ah, okay, only tunic. But at least you got a bit more gold here.
They've been feeding on me. My soul. Please. Take it back from them. Let it end.
Okay, so I guess you're just gonna be having some numbrinos coming up.
I'm out of essence.
Easy.
No. Please.
Okay, good XP, but what do we actually right part now get for that? Some new boots. That could theoretically work. Okay, so that was one part, and the event therefore done. At least one. A half, okay, like half, I don't know, some kind of part simply. Okay, so what did we get? Talisman of course is not gonna be great. Demolition makeshift wand. No, and the boots. No, essence cost reduction is not a terrible thing, but only 1.5%. I mean, like, it's not gonna be doing too much considering how quickly we drain it. Chop Flesh, what an original name. Vulnerable damage, but nonetheless. Obviously not something for us. No, and therefore what we get as a new skill. So what do we want to go for? We wanted to go for the evolution, right? Bone skill deals 6% increased critical strike damage to vulnerable enemies, yes. So I was gonna aim in for last week. Okay, calm down, boys.
I need more essence.
No ten tally too many pop-bubbles actually in this dungeon. It's kinda like a rarity so far. Whoa.
I'm low on essence.
Okay, it seems to be at least right now winking back. So that's kinda nice, and that's opening this kinda like the main door. Okay, so it's gonna be the main boss, I guess. Talking about the pop-bubbles here.
I lack the required essence.
Just so happens conveniently that our damage is actually going to be from enough of a distance so that his special cannot be actually reaching us. Or her. No, not sure what it's supposed to be. I mean, like, they're supposed to be actually, the skeletons are supposed to be targeting the cursed kind of like, whatever, people here, enemies, but so far they are not entirely doing that, because this is cursed, the Crepify is cursed, so they should be targeting the main boss, but unless he's kind of like dispelling it immediately or whatever, doesn't seem to be entirely the thing. But again, really simple. I'm not entirely certain if I'm somewhat overleveled or whatever, but nonetheless, since it scales with you, that shouldn't be a thing too much. Seems like we're gonna be having upgrade. Yeah, letting us know. Can we therefore upgrading our flasks? Okay, so did we get... Boots suck, sword of course as well, but... Oh, Antique Nexus. It's gonna be a rare ring. Shadow, poison resistance. No, that doesn't seem entirely that important. Lucky hit chance, sure. Damage to slowed enemies and maximum life, that's a bit curious. The socket in there. But I'm still gonna be keeping that one. And this one is because of the minion life. I'm really thinking it's quite a bit helpful so far. So I think I'm gonna be keeping it as it is. No, not much of a good loot this time around. It's gonna be probably kind of like bending back, which is nice. I mean, like the immunity to fear would be really nice to get for us.
I'm low on essence.
Those. Or how much do they even cost right now? 400, but nonetheless. Getting of course much better from the magical ones, and I can't be really bothered going to the town so often. So far not entirely seen that much of a variability in the shrines. I wonder if maybe in the other parts of the world it's gonna be different. Oh, that's the stupid mage. That was a bit disappointing chest, not even a single thing actually coming out of it. Maybe the first one, that it's only gold and pot. Yep. Okay, so that was a fairly short dungeon. Having some really long ones last week. Or at least one of them was pretty long. a sec. Just asking me if could be helping out with some Age of Mythology casting, looks like. Possibly, maybe. Okay, so let's ask them if they've already started or not. Seems like it maybe could be having just like a dungeon session there for today. But yeah, well, if there's a need for some casting help in Age of Mythology, then could be around. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, playing some team games, so maybe in a bit you're gonna be therefore switching into Age of Mythology. Looks like therefore our story session with Diablo. It's gonna be therefore a bit shorter than expected, but nonetheless we at least did this dungeon, which is nice. And that is a dungeon that we've already done. It's kind of like weird that we don't have that actually kind of clicked in. That between sessions it doesn't count. But I guess it's making somewhat of a sense that if you would be still having a treasure from that, you will be having the treasure chest on it. But yeah, we did those last week. So you basically did this whole part. I guess he can be probably going to improve our potion. And take it the scenic route. as the one who had just died recently. Okay, calm down, game.
I lack the required essence.
Yeah, the game is protesting a lot today. I wonder if it's having something to do with the patch. Okay, it's gonna be tons of things to load for us. So let's wait a bit for the game. Which apparently it's not gonna be helping that much. But nonetheless, let's therefore right now try to get through gems. Ah, that's gonna be some extra XP it looks like for us.
Ah, I see you have an eye for quality. You'll find no finer gem cutter in all of Sanctuary. Bring me your unhewn stones and I will perform miracles. You will see.
Well, right then. So, chipped amethyst, and what do we have for? Okay, so that, and she's gonna be giving me chipped emerald, and it's costing 4,500. So basically you can't be doing it yourself through the queue, but you're gonna be having to pay quite a hefty sum for that. Well. Okay, I mean, like, we're having 100k and we're not using it for anything, so I guess. You can unsocket, you can actually put socket somewhere. Two scattered prisms, rare crafted material. Mysterious prism most often found in very large bodies, such as world bosses. Rare and hoarded by the previous owners, these prisms are often guarded jealously. Interesting. No, but nonetheless, where do we have actually the potion improvement? That's with the Veroka, right? Minor healing potion, Gallow Vine and Backberry. We haven't tons of that, so no problem. Next time it's gonna be level 30, okay.
light keep you.
My bags are
Need
full.
something for it?
So, what can we salvage for a few new things here?
You can take what's left.
This one I think we actually keep in just in case. Prism Nexus, I'm thinking it's somewhat similar. But yeah, well, I'm thinking they're not gonna be entirely that useful in the end. We actually salvage the ring, what does it do? Silver ore even from that. Okay, so not every time you're gonna be getting some good things from that. Oh, but the shield was nice. Okay, that's cool. Nothing to repair since we didn't die. Korean Gauge, rank of Sever. That's something that we don't use. And like a hit chance, again, just like the attack speed is the most important part for us.
Good. What else you got?
Okay, so how's it have for looking with the Age of Mythology? Some news on that front? So far not. Yeah, still in that game. Half an hour apparently already in. Seems like it's a 3v3. It's kind of like that's the match that you're supposed to be possibly streaming on Sunday. After that free-for-all. But in the end it fell through. So it seems like it maybe could be having some BO3 or BO5 right now. But yeah, I have to be waiting for... I don't want to be really starting anything big here in Diablo just in case. We were helping the Age of Mythology community. So far it seems like really they may be kind of waiting for us, not sure. Let me maybe right now check something here. Seems to be playing some King of the Hill. And it seems to be just like a straight free-for-all that they are playing. Maybe some kind of practice. Or... yeah, it seems like that maybe Rob and Massey are together. The others are kind of like alone, so it seems like they're playing some free-for-all. Maybe practice for the Sunday. That you're gonna be also streaming. No, that might be lasting a bit still. So I guess... no, what do we do here? Because I really don't want to be starting in a kind of big dungeon. So let's maybe just like head somewhere. Can I now pick up some of the quests here?
Thank the light you're here. My boy,
Ah, good. You look capable. I could use an extra set of hands exorcising the demon that has seized this man's son. Meet me in the cellar there, and prepare yourself. You're about to witness a miracle.
Okay.
it's colder down here than out there.
A sure sign of demonic presence. Take my chalice and place it in front of the boy. I need to read through my prayer book for the right passages.
A holy chalice. Bound to the religious cellar, a ornate chalice of precious metal bearing the mark of the Cathedral of Light. There is a strange patina coating the inside of the bowl.
Sister, I know the cathedral's normal method is to burn the person possessed.
Some of the clergy can be eager in their reading of the scriptures. That won't happen here.
Oh, praise be.
Father Inarius, as I shed my wicked blood, let it be purified in thy light. Let the light fill the darkness.
Pathetic. This child belongs to me.
Angels above! My son!
Let the light push out the darkness hiding within this child. Father, force this demon out!
Your mewling has no power here. Never. I will never let go. His soul is mine.
Are you sure about that?
Father, protect this child with your grace. I command you to flee this body!
No!
Oh, big boy.
Slay it quickly, before it finds another host! It is done.
Well, that was pretty damn simple.
Boy, can you hear me?
Please, say something.
Father? Where am I?
My boy! Oh, Father! You're all right. Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. I'm sure I will see you at the next service, yes, Peter? Right in the front pew?
Of course, sister, of course.
Let us give them a moment. Speak to me outside.
No, okay. So, wouldn't be even need any kind of reward for that. It's a classic. Good thing to do, of course.
You did well. You're more suited to this work than you think.
Oh well, I've killed a few
There
demons
are many
here
more
and there.
people in Kyovoshad who are in need of me. If you have the time, I would welcome your assistance.
Okay, so seems to be a bit of a running quest. And what did we get? Herb cache. Plenty of little goodies. Okay, so maybe not as running as I thought that it's going to be. So maybe just like once and that's it.
Keep it. I am not after your money, just your ear. I can feel it.
I'm hoping that's meaning that he
Calamity
wants
is
me
about
to listen.
unfold in the northern reaches. The door is in danger.
And not ear as in
I do not
PvP.
understand. It was sealed for a reason. And now the pig-headed beasts are trying to force it open. Heed my warning and stop them. It must remain sealed. Perhaps a better question is, why are you the only one to take it seriously? I once... That was long ago, I suppose.
Okay, so some kind of new questos. And apparently, the next part that you're gonna be also visiting. Maybe we can somewhat start with that, I guess. Oh, you need to actually craft a gem. You need to actually do it once, so that the quest is gonna be... Ah, okay. No, well, I don't entirely want to be getting the XP now, I guess. I'm kinda close to... closer to possible level, so that's not entirely what I want to do, I guess. Okay, they seem to be continuing with free-for-alls. But like, what? I have no idea what's going on with that. Oh well. Just continue here until I can like figure out what to do.
Do you see him too? The ghost of Kolik, my son. When he was a boy, he was taken to the Black Asylum, and now he haunts my every moment, calling to me, begging that I don't know how much more I can stand. Please, I'll pay you. End his torments. Please, see that he is laid to rest.
Sure.
Father,
Yeah, definitely good at
is
that.
No! No, no, no! You're dead!
Father, won't you come visit me?
No! They took you away for what you did. You...
Father, please visit. I'm waiting at the asylum.
Be gone. Be gone!
Okay, so you're going to the asylum apparently, which is going to be apparently here. Okay. Guess let's first kind of like go through the territory.
What is this?
Something new. Sealed Exorcist Cache. Magically sealed box and engraved in reeds. Take the spirits of the restless dead and grant them peace in return. That might be leading us back to the sister, won't it? Or might not it? Might it not? Yeah, probably this way in English.
I'm low on essence.
Beacon of warmth in winter's embrace. Patience rewarded by nature's own grace. Secret of Springs, a new quest. Kill an extremely rare monsters in the world. This guy is... wow. Apparently somewhat like rare spawn or whatnot. Guess he got lucky. Fortunately the weapons from him are not entirely what we care about. But neat, I guess. Right, you don't need to be going back here. No, I'm not gonna be doing the dungeon, but probably gonna be heading back into that territory then. Let's maybe try to head back to the Enclave to maybe if we can do the quest with the boy. But first and foremost, I'd be liking to also check what we got. Okay, so we got Dark Blade, which... While the origins of this accursed blade are lost to time, there is no question that wielding its dark power leaves an indelible stain on one's soul. But it's Book of Implements. That's actually the first one we get some kind of text with. Guess it probably should be somewhat keeping that maybe. Shank Clash. Oh yeah, that's not doing anything for us. And of course the Harmonious Heavy. It's gonna be on the Heavy Scythe. It's not gonna be doing anything at all for us. Oh, there's like a path through the right. Oh, okay. Gonna be having to go around it, looks like, or... Yeah, probably so. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Isn't this the one that if you are a rogue and you have a bow, you are basically like a machine gun? I think it might be. Jesus. That was quite a bit something though. Oh, the Enclave is actually like... Ah... That's a dungeon. Okay, so don't want to be really doing dungeons now. Again, still waiting for that Age of Mythology possibility.
Listen carefully. I haven't much time. One of our men, Lord Evitus, was felled in the ancient city beneath the mountain. We carried his body to the ossuary, but he arose, thirsting for blood. Only I escaped. Please, you must slay him.
Can do. Wow, they respawn quickly on the left side. But nonetheless, new skill. Critical strike bonus 12. Okay, that's actually increasing quite quickly. Below 50% life, you receive 10% more healing from all sources. Necrotic carapace, and a corpse is formed from your skills. Okay, don't care about that, don't care about that either. I think I'm gonna be increasing my crit here. Seems like a good idea. Started dropping those essences. I'm not certain if it's from some kind of skill that I have. I guess probably. I don't entirely remember which one. But yeah, started appearing. Now need to be using them tactically, but it's kind of like stupid because you don't have that much mana or the essence, and you just kind of like waste it almost immediately. So, and before you even get there, you're gonna be having the essence basically back. It's kind of strange. Okay, so that wasn't too much of a friendly in. And of course, welcome boys back for the second round. And some big boys was on there. Oh, there he is. And now for the real chest. Yeah, that's apparently not gonna be much better. Treasure-wise. Well, at least some decent XP, I guess. Just a basic amulet, really. I guess 1200 is decent. Maybe it's gonna be also for transmog, but not like I'm gonna be ever using that. And it's a chest. That probably means that it's gonna be locked, right? Looking at that.
It's locked.
You need a whispering key. Okay, so you need a special key for that. I guess you're gonna be probably getting it through some loot, I imagine. Okay, so that's maybe something to remember. Unfortunately, it's not shown on the minimap. Which kind of like begs the question if it's gonna be always there. Or if it's kind of like a random spot. It's also annoying, actually, when you click N, it's gonna be bringing up the clans, but you can't be closing it with the same key for whatever obscure reason. Okay, so it's gonna be into new territory, okay. Oof. Interesting houses. Almost like they rather probably fell into the gorge there, rather than anything else. Ah, so I'm gonna be having some funny thing again here. Okay, so I have right about now finished the quest that I have absolutely had no idea what I was doing with it. Okay, that's great. Cool, I guess. No idea what I did, but apparently that's exactly what was needed. So what do you want of me? So the inscription has been lost, a few barely legible words read, atone thy darkest sins. Right, so we need to be getting some... Okay, customize, which one do we need to therefore, sorry.
Sorry.
A burn of potions is bestowed upon you. I guess learning experience for the next time. Don't really need it now, but I imagine cool. Executed now, that's the skill. That's nice. At least the ones I see that actually working out. Okay, so we just came in literally to get the chest. Now, I guess, thank you. Hey, we did the work, but nonetheless... Well, that's what I call timing. Loot for free. Who wouldn't love that? Now that's one hell of a jump.
This is it.
Okay, so another quest, I have no idea what it was about, but we did it. Well, it's a bit of a weird one currently, what's going on here. Kinda thinking hopefully we won't be hitting the deer, but yeah, it's unfortunately quite a bit likely that it's simply going to happen. We've already murdered quite a few animals like that, but that's simply the design of the game, unfortunately. We're kinda hitting quite plenty of freezes on those big dudes, but that's because they tend to be kinda like the target, I guess. And therefore we're getting plenty of attacks against them. So that's a good chance you're gonna be getting it here. Now there's a silent chest. You're gonna have the key for. Yeah, supposed to be doing something here. Secret of the Spring. Beacon of warmth in winter's embrace. Patience rewarded by nature's own grace. Huh. Funny. Patience rewarded, so I'm supposed to be like here, or is there some kind of possible other thing we can use from the emotes?
Wait.
Okay, so that's not that simple. Open the buried chest is gonna be, it's not like next part, Oh right. Okay, I didn't see that. Just like, what the hell? And we get 2 raw hides for that. And some XP. So some weird quests I have no understanding like what they are about. So strange. Kinda interesting how can skeletons actually be afraid of anything, but... And level, unfortunately, explosion on completely useless spot. And you can be having bone scuttle mages. That's the new skills game. It's a lot of slain people here. Wow, almost looks like it's somebody went to hide here. It wasn't too much of a good idea. Okay, let's get next this very weird and slow moving waterfall. Probably not gonna be all that clean. No, well, evidently it isn't, but don't even want to be thinking what's in it, considering the speed with which it is falling. But what are we therefore getting? So, unsealed exorcist cache. It's mandate fulfilled, the box's magical seal has faded. But I guess for later. Load scale. Damage to stunned enemies. You don't entirely do that much stun. I mean, like he's having really great things, the Conjuration Reaver. Just the damage is getting lower by this time already. Chivalry Omen, of course, it's gonna suck. Damage reduction 4% from close enemies. Maybe somewhat interesting. Cooldown reduction on top of it. But contains an assortment of leather, used universally for almost all durable, flexible purposes, both in armor and tool production. Fine quality leather enjoys a status as key commodity in Sanctuary. Severe armament. Well, that's a quite nice increase in the defense. Life regen while not damaged recently, 5 life on kill, and maximum essence. Another 20 hit points. It's not like a small amount increase, but better damage by 80. Regen kinda like seems somewhat useless, I guess. Just maybe if you're gonna be careful in the fight, it might be interesting. Life on kill though is kinda nice, might be actually adding up. And the maximum essence I kinda like. Let's gonna try that. Let's try if you're gonna be fine without the HP. Kinda interesting look. Nothing really too good here otherwise, of course. But do we get Darkblade? Yes, yes. And the Viper Crack, what was that? 10% damage to stunned enemies. 7 core skill damage and up to 4.4 chance to execute injured non-elites. But we are missing... I'm gonna be getting life on kill, but we're gonna be missing the likely hit chance increase and the crit strike again. Vulnerable, it's not as good. I mean, like, the damage is massive, but it's also two-hander. So that's something that we won't be using anyway. Nonetheless, the skeletons, bone ones. Bone mages use their own bodies as projectiles, dealing heavy damage at the cost of their own life. Okay, so that's gonna be interesting if you're gonna be having also skills creating bodies. Reduce the life cost of your bone mages attacks from 15 to 10. After being alive for 5 seconds, bone mages deal 40% increased damage. And each time a bone mage dies from its own attack, they leave behind a corpse and fortify you for 11% of your base life. Interesting. And if you sacrifice them, then overpowered damage is increased by 40%. I'm not certain if I'm really doing overpowered damage that much. I don't know if I do it, if I'm doing it at all. But yeah, well, kind of like right now the coldies. But for the skill, yeah, well, let's increase the crit through highest. Why is it showing that we have cross network after introducing the skill? They already respawned, all of them, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we have somewhat cleaned up right now the territory. Probably just gonna let's go here through the south, so that we can be kind of saying that we already done this. I like the day-night cycle. I guess it would be kinda cool. But frankly, I would be probably preferring if everything was during the day. I don't know, it's just like personal preference. Obviously, I understand plenty of people enjoy having like the night-day cycle. But yeah, personally for me, I would be liking it a bit better. It was all with decent visibility. Whoa, that was quite nice actually, a deposit. Okay, so we have somewhat cleaned up the top part here. So right now what's potentially left are no, basically just the dungeons. But again, just like still waiting for the Age of Mythology. But it seems like okay, right now they got just finished with one of the games, so well, I guess maybe this is gonna be where I learn if you're gonna be there for streaming some AOM or not, but it's already like hour and a half after the first message or whatnot. Well, if not, then we're just gonna be doing dungeon. That will be very simple then. Now, okay, seems like it Ulysses went off. Okay, so continue with Diablo. Another day for the Age of Mythology. Okay, what's going on here? Nothing too important apparently. Ah, apparently rely on my boys to protect me here. Okay, so nonetheless, we're gonna be there for continuing with Diablo, so no Age of Mythology for today. Sorry to you guys, but nonetheless, again, also already in the kind of like start of the stream here, middle of the dungeon, so I spawned it some 15 minutes later, 20 maybe. And they were already doing some other games, and then we just didn't meet, so... happens. So hopefully next time, so again, sorry Rob and Massey and Grassingroom and Ulysses. No one less there for do some dungeon here. As do maybe the top one. Kinda thinking that today's session is gonna be in general still a bit shorter because again we have started really late and I don't necessarily want to be going too extremely late either. Though looking forward to the session today. I was hoping to start a bit sooner, but yeah, well, luckily a few things happened. Disallowing that. That's looking like a goblin. Of course, there he is. Oh, just gonna be off, really. First one and we missed him. John Rambo. Okay, so that's gonna be probably some... That might be a Czech guy, actually. Based on the name. Okay, just gonna go in for the reward for free. Thank you very much. Or whatnot. No, maybe actually it wasn't reward for free. It's just like random drop.
My burden is too great.
And I'm actually even filled. Okay, so... let's go down, clean it up, and then gone. Something to salvage. Viper crack 4.4. I mean, like, it's gonna be getting better and better, I guess, so I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Hello.
Do you get from ring? You get silver, right?
Let's go salvage.
Well, apparently not from all of them. Okay, so there's not much of a point in those. Can potentially just sell them for some decent monies. Fiend Presage. Lucky chance. Overpower damage is fairly high increase. But Shank Clash. It was the Dirk in there. Okay. But we don't really need that. But this one we actually say and said that you're gonna be keeping because he's having some story to it. That's from the special boy. How is it actually unlocking you look on salvage when it actually wasn't offering with the blacksmith? It's weird.
Well struck.
So you are fine on the health currently. And let's get there for the rares into... Wow, it was really for absolutely nothing in there. So what does the exorcist thing do? Embraces is one, murmuring obols, bitterberry and emeraldino. Nothing too important. And Scald, Life on Kill, Healing Received, and... Okay, we have Helmet. So that would be Healing Received, that sucks. In Jewelry, 75 Armor. Huh. Fire res, of course, all res. Now, from what I've heard, then actually resistances do not even work too well. So I don't know if I want to even think about that. Battle Gambit. Can say right now, very good armor. Fire res and all stats and intelligence. I mean, like, I'm liking the maximum life in there quite a bit. Okay, let's do also finally the quest. For the gem, because apparently you are supposed to spend it one time. That was here, right? Let's do that maybe once, get some XP there for. Okay, so I definitely go in here. And these thingies as well, I guess. You don't have to be really having them with us. I like the resistances maybe. But we don't really need the stones at all. Oh, you can do it quickly. Yeah, like just the frequency of the rares they are dropping. Almost looks like I was having some increased magic fight in detail. There's some kind of like interesting orange number in there for a moment. It was something special, not sure. There's a kind of like a strange shadow of it in there. I wonder if it's some kind of like death ability or whatever. Whoa.
I'm not ready yet.
Nice one, boy. That one almost got me. Seems like almost there will be something on the left. If it was, of course, wasn't blocked from us. Oh wow. There's a lot of money apparently dropping here. Gold everywhere. And kind of high amounts, but it is a bonus, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those dungeons again. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the dodge, because without that one, that would have been a bit more complicated. it wasn't a bad fight.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Well, some others really didn't make it, even with my help. Okay, so what did we get? Nothing there. Distinguished Wayne. Speedy amulet, movement speed. Now that's kinda interesting. But no, actually, because the resistances are the same. Control impaired duration reduction. That's not kind of like helpful. That's if you are stunned or whatnot. Not gonna be for us a long time, as it can be in general. It's tempting, but I'm thinking I'm gonna be keeping what I have for the time being. And the next time cooldown reduction, okay, that sucks. As a chest rather than forget. Oh man, that's gonna be bigger. Okay, I didn't notice that I was actually almost on the level, so I could have been getting a bit closer, damn it.
Wouldn't have made it without you. You're a saint.
Greasy. Bound to Forsaken Quarry. Something was unearthed in the deepest parts of the quarry and was quickly looked away. That sounds like a Balrog story. So what do we get? Honor Arbiter, rare amulet. Ooh, better resistances. Increased damage. Rank of all curse skills. Ooh. Thank you. That is nice. Increase ammo decrepify. And better movement speed. Okay, we're gonna be getting that. Iron Maiden has been granted even by the item here. It's kinda interesting that it actually gives you the skills even just like basic this one. Like, same as in D2, so probably shouldn't surprise me too much, I guess. But yeah, fancy. The movements we are liking. It's really cool. Armageddon Guard, Coltress. Rank to decrepif. Oh, wow. Use that a bit. I'm liking the max essence here. The 8 is not too small. Probably gonna be keeping as it is. No, and Ringbosh, that's gonna be 8-2, 8-2, and shadow damage. Okay, so that's not useful, unfortunately. Okay, so ability. So what do we get next? What kind of improvement? Deal 4% increased damage to distant enemies. Might be interesting though. 3% increased damage to cursed enemies. I wonder if all this actually counts also for the skeletons. I really don't know if it does or not. But... I legit don't know which one of those two is better. It's tough to say. But, okay, it's better slow, damage reduction. I might actually want to max the Decrepify, frankly. Especially against the bosses and whatnot. Skeletal Mage Mastery, okay. Increased 4% seems to be small for like one thing at this point. Death Embrace basically just like damage reduction. I'm kind of thinking about boosting Decrepify or the Skeleton Mages. Damage and life bonus. Okay, let's get the Skeletons right now. So, yeah, we are doing a summoner, so let's buff those. Interesting how the gold actually kind of disappears the name of it or the label for that. So otherwise it's something that you probably always want to be picking up, I guess. Somebody come in? Nah, just a cave in. So already expecting someone to come at us, but maybe next time. Probably boss room then. Oh, that's a nasty boss room though. Wow, these bombs, Jesus Christ. Okay,
I'm
that's
not ready yet.
Very good. That was a healthy arena. Interestingly, even like potions weren't falling from them. That means you are just basically like invincible, or what is that? Interesting is that actually the skeletons are not following you. And it's like really absolutely nobody. Oh well, there we go. So that was quite a bit of a waste, unfortunately. Okay. Calm down, mister. Ouch. Too close.
I'm not ready yet.
And I'm thinking that probably next level up I'm gonna be improving the skeleton warriors. I should be having, I think, in still one slot to improve their hit points and damage. Rather than the mages. Okay, that was a trap. We should have gone to the left side. Seems like maybe it's gonna be like hooking around. Yeah, first we have a journal entry here.
I'm not what or who summoned the demons here, but they overwhelmed us in a mine in mere moments. I tried to run, but stumbled over loose rocks. My cursed leg is broken. I can hear the echoes of other people still alive, but I can't see them. I suppose it doesn't matter. As long as the demons can't see me, I'm safe.
Guess you weren't safe for long. So did that guy who was calling for help actually die? Because he didn't go to help him immediately. If so, then I guess... Oh well, so he's not gonna save him. Well, I guess he did, probably. I didn't see anybody like running away or whatnot. Maybe he did, I don't know. It's a bit of a chaos in there for a moment, but... It's like it, maybe I should have been actually going to help him. Well... That's gonna be blood on my hands then. Oh yeah, he probably died. No, well... Apparently the game is a bit more unforgiving than I thought then. Okay, so what do we have? Shoes. Max evade charge, intelligence, dexterity, dodge chance, path movement, speed here and fire S. The evade charge is kinda nice, but... Yeah, this movement speed is gonna be better. Rank of Iron Maiden. Okay, we getting a lot more stuff with specific skills increases right now. Again, that orange number. I wonder what it's supposed to be. It's like some kind of like the overkill or whatnot. I don't know how it's called. Well, look at you, Mr. Boss.
I cannot.
Oh, come on. Just gonna like... Yes. Let me get out. It's kinda like evidently a bit of a problem. Okay. Kinda like how it looks like that the mages actually are like running away from the fight for a bit. They can. Oh, you actually can be holding left and clicking the right into that, so you don't have to be even having any kind of pauses at all. Ah, that's kind of useful. So you can basically hold... No, you can't. Okay. I was kinda thinking you can be holding both the buttons and you're gonna be therefore dealing damage. Primarily with this, with the bigger damage. But apparently it's not how it works. Okay, so that was simple. Plenty of skeletons, or plenty of bodies coming up so that you can resurrect our skeletons. Nothing complicated. Steel wand, maybe there's gonna be some improvement here. Yeah, evidently I need just a bit more hit points on the normal boys. And the reavers. Okay, so what do we get? Rare scythe. Distant enemies, close enemies, and basic skill damage. No, well, still. I mean, like, I could be really using some better damage, but the great strike and the vulnerable damage and the chance to execute is just like way too good. But I kinda wonder where's the threshold where it's not gonna be good enough. Because there's gonna be one where just like the brute damage is gonna be better. But like, I have no idea what that's going to be. And occult downfall. Slowed enemies, that means decrepified basically. Damage over time, and yeah, that sucks. It's not really good too much. Lower chance on the execution again. Just like really found some good early items, but maybe could be at least trying to improve them, upgrade them maybe. Not this, but another map. Thinking it may be all. Okay. A long trip back, just in case you left somebody here. Still kinda like not sure about the dude here that was crying for the help. I have a bad feeling that I really should have helped him. I was kinda like playing on the fact that usually these situations they just kinda like don't die. That the game keeps them alive. Until you pay attention to them. Maybe Diablo is not that game, not sure. Almost left one bloody pile here with absolutely nothing in it. Okay, so that's one of the dungeons. And let's therefore do also the other one. That's the quest dungeon, the other guy. That's the one with the boy, the enclave. So let's do that as well. Here. Okay, but the game needs to be loading all its assets apparently first. Well, that boy really destroyed our skeletons pretty solidly. Poor dear, just right in the path of the spear, unfortunately. Back in these dungeons it's a whole lot easier apparently on the computer. But well, no wonder if it's maybe because a lot smaller area and therefore less enemies and everything can compute. Oh, well, that was... I was kinda thinking that was actually some kind of... like an armor stand or whatever. But in the end, it was just kinda taken straight from his grave. Apparently, grave in a jail. Oh, well. Hey, he didn't apparently bother, or didn't need the new cell, I guess, of the cell. Or somebody new. There's somebody. Yeah, I think there's somebody in that cage. That always reminds me, kind of like cages like these of Might and Magic 6. Yeah, having a decent amount of them there. For example, in Castle Darkmoor. What did the interact even do here? It just like activate some guys, or you didn't even notice what it did? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did murder one of the rats, right? Did hear a squeal? Did definitely hear a squeak there. everybody into their cells. Reaper, that's the big one, right? It's not gonna be useful. It's kinda interesting how we get like one legendary, and just like at that point, two-handers are just completely useless for us. Oh no, it's actually one-hander. But crit strike, at least something. Damage to slowed enemies, but you know, still what we have is better. Just like really the difference is the damage in there. 17% lightning crest, but I want some extra hit points. 11 maximum minion life, dodge chance, strength, thorns, and while injured, your potion also grants 10% maximum life as barrier. I'm kinda thinking that's actually keeping me alive a bit, I would be thinking. But that minion life is, oof. With the sockets in there. That is something that's making me think to even put off the rare. I don't know how actually helpful it is, but so far we haven't died, so, and we had some close calls there. So maybe it did save my save my skin here and there. To be. Have some bodies somewhere? I don't think so. No, that sounds fancy, the wand. Actually, it seems like we're getting like 2 skeletons from one of the bodies here. Okay, you're gonna be getting level. So should we find some kind of group of enemies rather to at least utilize it upon? Didn't get actually close enough to kill the Wraith. I was wanted to one-shot him. Nonetheless, let's go a bit slower at this point and go through all the nooks and crannies. And what did I forget? Okay, that was the one and the wand, Shadow Branch. Damage to slow, intelligence, core skill. Okay, so that's not very good. And in the abilities we said that we want to be getting our skeletons some better hit points. Skeletal warriors. Let's do those. Then we're probably gonna finish those guys. Oh, we're actually gonna be right now ready for next level, okay? Of the skills. Okay, now that's what Iron Maiden is. As opposed to our skill. That's the real one. Unfortunately, somebody was left in. No, fortunately. I mean, like, he was dead anyway as soon as they put him there. Okay, so you're just gonna start going back. I'm wondering what's the purpose of those like double doors here. Maybe there was supposed to be some division, but it's not entirely evident based on what we see there. So it seems like just some kind of random design that's not entirely making sense. Okay, so what is right now waiting for us beyond the door? Like in the absolutely random traps in a prison. As if the place wasn't terrifying enough even without that. Yeah, the corpse explosion is doing basically like almost no damage. It's really quite a bit toned down as opposed to D2. I kinda wonder if those are supposed to be like traps, basically. The same as you are killing the deer outside, then basically those are kinda hard to avoid not to be hitting with your skills. And therefore, that's how they are activated, that you are not supposed to be clicking them, or you are expected not to click them, but rather that it's gonna be actually coming at you that kind of way. I think it might be. The creepy fire works really well, all those. It slows them down. They are a lot more easier killed by our mages, or kind of like even frozen by our mages. It's really cool. Jofra Doomspawn. What a cool name.
My burden is too great.
Okay, so you're gonna be going to town a bit sooner. To sell crap. Combat damage text is colored to mean different. Critical strike. Aha! Critical strike is yellow, overpower is teal, and critical strike combined with overpower is orange. No, thank you. Finally, some kind of useful info here. It usually tends to be quite a bit useless. Okay, so thanks. That's what I wanted. Because we were starting to look at and kind of show the orange numbers lately. I wasn't entirely certain what that was all about. Right now I know that it's overpower with crit strike. Okay, Stutterfest. Okay, so that's the boots. Okay, that's good enough. Soldier's flesh. And the helmet, no. I think what we have is better. What does the scythe do? So rare to hand, 36 int, 14 crit strike, and well, 9% damage there. But nonetheless, that's two-hander, so it's unfortunately for us.
You can take what's left.
It's kind of like interesting that you don't really see what you're gonna be getting from that. From the salvage. It's kind of like a slightly strange mechanism to me.
Came apart nicely. Arms for the light.
Okay, that. We don't really need any of those nonsenses. That one I'm still not entirely all that sold upon. Right now, those spans.
Well struck.
Shadow damage, cold, stress. Okay, so do you have cold, lightning? Okay, so this is something that you can probably therefore already sell. I'll be using it for literally just the resistances. Healing received, no. Rank of curse spells, control impaired, and kind of like just kind of slightly liking that still because of the impaired, but I'm not gonna be able to switch it during the fight, I expect, anywhere. Maximum minion life. We have right now that now. I'm gonna be having to look if it really does make a difference. That extra from the potions. Okay, so let's gonna keep it for the time being. We'll see what kind of, just kind of randomly looking at all the stuff he has. Brimstone Thorn, not good. Demon Tradition, not good. Glamour Passage. That's a different story. That is somewhat interesting bargains, unfortunately it's high-hander. But that would be somewhat curious. But well, we're not entirely doing as much stun. That is a bit secondary for us. You do have a kind of like a skill for that, but it's not entirely that effective. That was pretty gruesome, just like legit split him apart. But nonetheless, he was already dead, but still. Not sure if we were supposed to be maybe finding something in his guts. He was hiding something in his butt, like gems or drugs. No, well, that's maybe something that is not gonna be actually speaking well of us, that we have done that. It's not like it's gonna be like a reputation thing in the game, but nonetheless, that's, yeah. Probably something that could be having some effects otherwise. Same as right now the Shrines of Lilith. Basically, that's an evil thing to do, practically, at least as far as I understand it. Maybe I'm not sure. But it feels to me that way. So maybe that could be also... and could have been some mechanism in the game, frankly. Slightly disappointed that it isn't. Maybe there's gonna be some achievement going through the game without hitting one. Who knows? kinda feels to me actually that the skeletons creations are having some AI beyond them. Because I'm seeing that if I actually engage straight in the fights, it usually tends to be summoning the fighters. But otherwise, if I'm kind of like out, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1 per 1. It's very curious. Okay, it's gonna be mage. Mage. Oh, maybe not. But there's gonna be some kind of logic there. There's something interesting to know. Yeah, this puzzle is already torn apart. Even looks like arms beyond him, rather beyond his back. What the hell of a big dungeon. This one was empty this time around. Kinda thinking about the fact that we are having so often the skeleton captains like here, that, well, are they just like over there imprisoning soldiers here like all the time? Or That is supposed to be the reasoning behind that. It really still feels to me that the wraiths rather, that they do something to my skeletons. It's like usually when they get into the middle of them, that just like I do suffer some heavy losses. And also, like, if you're gonna be leaving a territory and then you're gonna be moving back to it, then basically there's gonna be automatic highlight of items again. Like in that. Some rare elixirs coming up. How would they be leaving the prisoner with money? Maybe just didn't have time to properly like, I guess, take over his things. They were just like in a hurry. Or again, maybe again having them hidden somewhere where the sun don't shine. Okay, this is right now some proper den of evil stuff. You can say, not just minions remaining. And right at the end, we are gonna be having some shrine. At least a bit of gold from that. last one. Oh well, or maybe. Because he's gonna be having apparently an extra. Imania Multes, apparently the name. And that apparently is gonna be just without like a boss, but it's like a cleanup. We already met the boy a whole lot earlier and dealt with him. So, I mean, like the main quest was already done. Yeah, seems like it's gonna be it. So therefore looks like no big chest, right? Just like the boss spawning at the end. Okay, so what did we get? Death Rot. Not cool. It's kinda weak. These other things are gonna be weak as well. Rank to Bone Prison. No, well, that's nothing that we use. Rank of Bloodlands. We also don't use that. Okay, we have better. And what is this? Distant and close enemies and stats. Okay, so that's not really that great. Why is it shining on me? Think it's something like new? Or... not sure. Ah, right. Yeah, so those that were shining were kind of like new for me. Or we got some increase, and therefore that's why it was actually showing and blinking on me. Okay, so I guess let's go home. Oh, right. That's actually a trap. So we should right now probably visit the dead, right? Maybe gonna be there for having some... Oh, at least his mind is gonna be put to rest. That his son is also finally at rest. Oh, it's just like stutters. Ah, because that's a dude there. Yeah, the skeleton, that's his clothing. Or he used to be. This skull. No, that was an interesting and long dungeon. Just a random thing like the reliquary. Why would you be having so many of them kind of like out in the open randomly? Probably just like the story is going to be they have been taken from inside some temples or churches or whatnot. Like stolen probably. We actually had some kind of extra things that we could have talked about it, so let's maybe do that.
Korik was taken away for murdering a child his age. He got what he deserved, I suppose, but now his spirit cries out. He calls to me. He won't leave me be. When they found out what he did, they put him in irons and carried him off to the Black Asylum.
It's interesting when you're gonna be going into like the dogs here. Obviously disappeared the player, right? So you're just going into a different part of the game.
While the rest escaped their cells only to fight each other. It was
so that we are not disturbed by the others.
It's no wonder
and it feels, I guess, a bit more like a personal talk here. Yeah, and I'm a dirty stalker.
Yet I still feel him. I still hear his
well, that's gonna be
cries.
schizophrenia maybe, or
I
some
will
other
never be
disease
free
of your mind.
I sent my sweet boy away for a sin of my own making. The blood is on my hands.
What?
All of it. Heavens above, forgive me.
Oh, he's gonna jump, isn't he?
I must go visit my son. I'm coming, Korik.
Or maybe not. No, well, nonetheless, that was a fairly strange ending, because he was saying that his son kinda killed somebody, but I guess he maybe takes the fault upon himself that he kinda brought him up in such a way, I guess, that he failed in the upbringing. Maybe that's what it's about. No, but nonetheless, let's therefore go down, and that's gonna be it for today. So, 2 Dungeoneros, some extras in there as well, but yeah, good entertainment, good fun with Diablo. Sorry for the disruption with the Age of Mythology, but yeah, well. I wanted help, in the end it didn't pan out, so it's gonna be another day.
Damn cold, isn't it? But at least we're safe. Beyond these walls, darkness reigns. For 100 generations, hell itself imprisoned Father Inarius. But they could not break him. He cast off his infernal shackles and returned to us. And now, He will guide the faithful along the path of deliverance.
Sure he will.
I tell you, my neighbor is bewitched. I saw him skulking outside my door, muttering curses.
Right. This wouldn't have anything to do with the money you owe him, would it?
So, something new to transmog? Apparently so. Again, just like normal iron. I'm just gonna be probably starting to sell them, it looks to me. It's a new actual look here. Interesting. Nothing there. A rank of Bloodlands. Nope. 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 And Murmuring Cache contains 50 Murmuring Obols. Those are for the gambling, right? Eerie, ancient, possibly cursed. The Murmuring Obol is largely used in trade among collectors and occultists. So, naturally, an adventurer should carry plenty. Crest the Blast. Sucks. Command aim. We like the reduction is actually a fairly cool thing here on that item. I'm not gonna be buying that, but nonetheless, that is something that would be maybe making me consider the maximum life there. But I'm still liking the maximum life. I think I need to even find more things with that. Rank of Sever, not caring about that, and Proven Cleats. Maximate charge, dodge chance, or the dodge and whatnot. Now our movement speed is quite nice. And attacking reducing the evadance, also kinda interesting thing here, I guess. If you're gonna be spamming attack, you can just kinda maybe dodge a bit faster. A bit more commonly. Alright, so let's stutter our way into our cache. Put in the skulls. And let's utilize the obols, I guess, so that it doesn't remain in our inventory. I don't know what's gonna maybe put it in. So that you're having a bit more space here as well. Why am I even keeping the Silent Star? 18 maximum life. We are keeping this wise. Crit strike. Lucky hit chance. That's why I'm actually doing that. And I'm keeping it. And the other one is the hit points. No. I mean, like, this one is really not bad at all, this thing. But I'm just kind of liking the better crit here. It's quite a high increase. Cold fire, lightning poison. I like the poison resistance. That's important, I think. Cold fire feels slightly better. Just like I'm running the crit build, so I'm liking it quite a lot more. Damage to close enemies is useless. I wonder, maybe I should be just kind of selling that, because I'm probably not gonna be using it. Because on those two I'm kind of sold that I want those. It's basically for some extra res, I guess. That's where it can be useful. Nah. Can be getting some extra lightning resistance from that. No, and this one. All curses +1 is really cool. Movement speed is really cool. Better damage. I'm liking that quite a bit. I'm not entirely thinking that we're gonna be using this again. Control impaired duration is nice, but the bonuses here are, I think, outweighing that.
I was never religious until I saw a miracle. Inarius himself blessed the man with the light, got up and walked again for the first time in years, right then and there. The light is real, my friend. Take comfort in it.
Sure.
You can't take a few steps without hearing about it. The great war against evil. The day Inarius takes all of us up to the heavens with him. I hope my cat will come with us too.
That's a good point.
Day and night they stream into town. Polite folk. And they always pay their tabs. Not like some of the locals around here.
Now, okay then, so that's gonna be it for today. So, we actually did quite a nice chunk. Basically, another whole part. We did one dungeon there, 2 dungeons here, and good chunkiness of that. We still have quite some territory here to the south, therefore, to finish. No, but it's gonna be for another sessione. So, hope you enjoyed. Oh well, in the dungeons it's fun, outside it's not less because of the stuttering, but I kinda don't mind personally, but I understand that it's not gonna be too fun to watch. But I'm kinda enjoying myself here at least, so when I'm already playing that, I might just as well stream it as well, so that's why we are delving into Diablo 4 here. And well, as I mentioned, we're gonna be most probably therefore having some Age of Mythology, it looks like somewhere soon, definitely Sunday, 20 GMT. We are gonna be having the Weppies Free for All party, part 2. Now in classic Monday, Wednesday, Thursday again, Wednesday Age of Mythology, Monday maybe Settlers for the 30th anniversary, that is, no, right now today, 30th June. So we could be having some skirmish mission just to reminisce again, because we have already finished the campaign some months back, all the 30 missions, after a few years of streaming that. Intermittently, of course, no, and next Thursday, maybe again Diablo, we'll see if there is something from the Age of the World or not. Okay, so I guess that's gonna be there for it for right now, the Gamo. And let's see if maybe there is some kind of stream to recommend. In the Diablo category. For example, I now see in Gymnasium here, again from kind of like the group around Mr. Lama. So maybe it could be of interest to you. He's a pretty good speedrunner, min-maxer and whatnot. So that could be some engaging stream maybe. Macrobio boy as well, as we have already mentioned last week, and I'm not entirely seeing anybody else here at some first dozens of streams, not gonna be rolling through all of that. It's not showing me anybody I will be knowing, so I guess it will be a bit more higher up for me. Usually it works that way. So, don't think that anybody I know is gonna be streaming. Or at least they will be watching somewhat more commonly. So yeah, feel free to right now therefore visit Gymnasium, I guess, and well, thank you very much for watching, who maybe randomly stopped by. I've been Blackadder at Blackadder's Place, hope you enjoyed, and well, see you later. And if you maybe got the drops here, then good for you, and I guess that's gonna be already, it's the last week, till the end of the week I'm thinking is the last one here, same as the gifted subbies and whatnot. And then we'll see what's gonna be happening with the viewership. That was a good point Mr. Lama was doing, like yesterday or the day before. What's gonna happen when the drops are not in? Well, how many streamers are gonna be still on with the game? Currently, plenty. How is it? 100,000 still plus? Yeah, 103,000 viewers. Let's see what happens after. But nonetheless, I mean, like, it's an okay game. I still think that Diablo 2 is better. Even as a viewing experience is better, playing experience is as well. I'm having decent-ish time with that, but it just kind of like doesn't feel as good, frankly. It feels some things feel very, very weird. The boss fights, for me as a necromancer, just kind of like having to stand, of course, a bit further away, so I just like usually see them only half of them. I don't see their faces or whatever, so that's kind of strange, the point of view. The itemization is kind of kind of slightly meh so far, but not like terrible so far. I guess I'm gonna be having to wait until the late game when you get some more legendaries and we're gonna be able to have the aspects and whatnot where I'm gonna be thinking about that. But so far, we have found some things that were really good a bit earlier, and so far gonna have a bit of a problem replacing those. Because I'm playing on the stats, on the crit and whatnot. No, we'll see. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. I have no idea really how the things properly work in the game. So maybe I should have been more focusing on really just like straight damage and armor class. I don't know. Because for example, in Might and Magic is kind of that way, 6 for example and such. Higher armor class is really the king. Not sure if it's the same here, but I'm just going what I'm, for example, playing also in Neverwinter. You know, the MMORPG, so... Oh, this is not like... It's kind of like... Not like MMO too much. It's way more still kind of classic ARPG with few pieces of MMO here and there. We meet some player and we therefore fight together, but it's not really that extreme that way. No, nonetheless, that's gonna be it for tonight. So thank you whoever maybe randomly stopped by around here. And I've been Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. Hope you enjoyed, even through, of course, the stutters and whatnot, but I'm happy I can even stream it with my old computer, 10 years old and running. And see you later.